Hi, I'm Justin Helmer, and today I'm going to show you how to quickly prototype pages and blocks using backbone-node-boilerplate. We're going to start by running grunt build dev, and notice the browser flag to optionally launch a browser window once the servers are running. In this case, we don't need it since our browser window is already open. After a successful build, enable the live reload plugin so that the browser will detect changes made to development files. You'll see that I can click around through the app, indicating a successful build and communication with the node server. Next, I'm going to test my development setup by making a change to the home template. You will notice that the app is rebuilt automatically, and live reload triggers a browser refresh. I'm going to go ahead and change the template back to what it was before, and notice once again, we can see the change reflected almost immediately. Next, I'm going to create a new page view. Since this view is similar to other page views, I'm going to copy the home view, which is a simple example. Then, we update all references of the word home to the word my for the new view, and save the file with a similar name. The next thing we do is create a page template. Simply add some placeholder text and save the file as my.html. Now the view is registered in the system, but there's no route to it. Not every view will need a route, but in this case we'll do one for the purpose of example. Simply open routes.js and add the new view to the require list. Additionally, we will register the route to match the pattern my and display our new view, which is also called my. Lastly, we need to provide an interface to the new route. For this example, we will add another button on the home page that points to our new route. I'm going to hit save, and we see the changes reflected in the browser. As you can see, clicking on the button follows the route and displays the template that was just created. Next, we will add some styles by locating the CSS pages directory and creating a my.scss file. Take note of the underscore in the file name. This is very important. We'll set up a new class here and take advantage of foundation variables. Also, since Compass is installed, we can take advantage of Compass mixins as well. I recommend checking out the main.scss file to better understand the Sass structure and to take advantage of these globally available utilities. The last style utilizes Foundation's emCalc function to represent EMs while still being able to develop in pixels. Finally, we will add a wrapper around the placeholder HTML we created earlier that utilizes the new class. As you can see, our changes are reflected in the web browser. Next, we're going to create a new block. First, expand the web browser so the left sidebar appears. This breakpoint is intended for desktop-sized displays. In this example, we'll create a very basic user block. We'll follow a similar procedure as before, only this time creating a block view as opposed to a page view. Notice that the strong inference logic results in having to write very little code to prepare the block view. CSS standards recommend all lowercase classes and IDs with hyphens rather than camel case to indicate word separation. Once saving the JS file, we will create a template file with some placeholder HTML just as before, only this time it's inside templates blocks as opposed to templates pages. We will start by putting in some simple placeholder text as before, only in this example we'll expand on the concept slightly. We're going to be adding the user block to the left sidebar, which is also done by the navigation block, so we'll use this as an example. The DOM structure of the navigation bar can be hijacked here and changed slightly to support our needs so that the styling appears similarly in the web browser. For now, we'll just create a couple arbitrary links that you might see in such a block and provide some placeholder text to indicate the user that is currently logged in. Part 3 of this video tutorial series will expand on the concept of this static data to include fetching data from the node server that is also included in this package. After the block is created, it must be placed somewhere. The block can easily be added to any template by putting a wrapper that utilizes the ID specified. In this case, we're adding the user block to the left sidebar, which is a part of the layout template. The last thing we need to do is initialize the new user block from the layout view, since we chose to display the block in the layout template. To do so, add the view to the require list and initialize the view in the post-render function of the view where you want the block to be displayed. After doing so, you'll see the block render in that location. The last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit more DOM structure to more closely mimic the styling of the other blocks of that in the left sidebar. Once again, part 3 of this video tutorial series expands on this concept to include fetching data from the node server